Yeah, man, we here for another episode of Force to Win podcast, man. It's your boy Frank Nino. Here my homegirl Leticia J. Today we got my guy Grafh, man, longtime
What
friend.
up, though? Hey,
You know what I'm saying? But
yo.
before we even start, though, we in a legendary place, man. Shout out to Fred the Godson, man. Legend never die. You know what I'm saying? This is a studio right here. Just built this last year, man. This shit is amazing.
It's amazing,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? The ambiance, the feel of it here, man. You know what I mean?
My nigga Fred, his spirit is alive and well, man. Salute.
Yes, it is, man. Amazing MC. Definitely respected, man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, gotta definitely pay homage to a guy like that, man. He used to come down where we at all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? Come to Mass, show that love. You know what I mean?
That's good.
He used to hit that third lane, fuck with niggas heavy, man. I always fuck with Fred, man. For real, man.
You know what's crazy? That I said it probably publicly, but not a whole lot. But me and Fred was working on a secret album when he passed.
Oh, damn, a secret album?
Yeah, we was gonna drop it on y'all niggas out of nowhere, like, whoop, hold that.
Was it almost done?
Hell no, we only got one song done.
Song.
Yeah, one, and then the second one, he had the verse, but he writes in his head like me, so he didn't get to record it. We was only one song in. We was gonna do like 7, 8 joints and just drop it. Like, here goes a surprise joint, I hold that.
Oh, the EP joint.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's that song at now?
I'm about to say, do you
The song? We dropped the song. We did the I Can't Stop the Rain beat. You heard that one we did? I Can't Stop the Rain.
Which project is it on?
Ain't on nothing. We just threw it out with a video. To get when niggas warmed up. Then the second one we did was gonna be a joint. It was just gonna keep going.
Okay.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Okay.
Shout out to my boy though, indeed.
Shout out to him.
Fred forever, man. Fuck all that.
So,
What's up?
tell us a little bit about yourself. I want to start from the beginning.
When
did you start rapping?
Well, I was born.
When did you start rapping? You want to be a smart ass, huh? You want to be a smart ass.
I was born. Then after that.
Yeah, you're a slick talker, man. You know
when did you start rapping? How long have you been rapping for?
Forever, man. When I first started rapping, I was actually
Age?
Probably like fucking 14 or something. 'Cause after I first heard Illmatic, and I understood it. Because when I first heard Illmatic, I was young. So this shit went over my head the first time. I was like, oh, this is nothing. I don't get it. Then I heard it the second time. I was like, oh my God, it blew my fucking mind. Like, because of Nas is why I rap. So if it wasn't for that, I probably would have done something else.
What was you doing before you started rapping?
Selling drugs.
You was 14 years
I was,
old. Cut it
I
out.
was playing with
Allegedly.
toys. I was playing toys.
I can tell this. He's gonna fuck with me because I'm gonna ask the questions in a different way. He's gonna come at me in another way. So be ready for the sarcasm.
It's gonna be great. I was just going to school.
Okay.
Going to school and just playing sports. I was heavy into basketball and all of that shit. And then I just fell in love with music, man. I was remember my dictionary, the fucking the cover ripped off the dictionary. So I used to just sit there and look at them big ass words. And make my raps had the biggest words in them shits. I was sounding like Professor X in this motherfucker. Like you would have needed a dictionary to understand what the fuck I was rapping about back then. But I used to just read it like a nerd and just read all the words. I'm like, I bet rhyme this with that, and that shit was crazy. But that's because I listened to the Nas shit. Nas is complex. So he was the first rapper that I realized was describing things that was happening outside his window. I'm like, I'm in the hood. I see the same things when I look outside. He did it so poetic. I was like, okay, so that's what really made me fall in love with rap.
So would you say that's the first song that you memorized word for word?
Nah, shit, absolutely. That I can remember, but I was just going off the Illmatic. You know what I'm saying? So it was that. Then I was raised by the rappers. My dad wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? The streets and the rappers is what the fuck influenced me. Everything Nas said, I believed it. Snoop Dogg said bitches ain't shit. I was like, you're right, they're not. I was like, that's how it went. I believed everything.
Oh my God.
Word to mother. So that's just it. That's it.
So 14. So is that when you actually wrote your first?
I can't remember to keep it 100. I just know my first raps, one, they was dope, but I was way too shy to say them shits. So I was selling them. I was ghostwriting early. I was selling them shits. Like, yeah, you take it.
Well, niggas in the hood, you was selling raps too?
Yeah, it's a fact. Niggas probably still spit them shits. Word. I was way too shy back then to say it in front of everybody. So I just write it and sell it to niggas.
Monetize your words early.
Word.
Okay.
So Nas is your favorite rapper.
In fact, Big Queens in the building.
Illmatic, definitely a classic album.
Yeah.
Top 10 in hip hop history.
And it was written. I like both of
But
those.
hold on, that's what you took the words about? Because hold on, that's what I'm about to say.
Oh, okay.
I personally like it was written better than Illmatic. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to hit me over the head for that, you know, but I think it took a level up, man. I don't know, he done.
I mean, in general, he did, because Illmatic is more raw. But
yeah, Illmatic's more raw, but
I'm biased, man. I'm a Queens nigga. I'm a Nas fan. There's no better. I love it all. So
yeah,
I can't
it was
even
written this. You know,
categorize
it was
shit.
raw.
Those two right there. Put it this way, when I first heard it was written, right? The Message, that shit came on. I was driving out Jamaica. I'll never forget. Man, I had to pull over. I was like, hold on, what this nigga? What? I pulled over and rewinded the shit like this nigga blew my mind with that shit.
I ain't gonna. What hit me off that album was Black Girl Lost too, man. Like,
amazing.
Because a lot of black girls are still lost. A lot of mine.
That's a fact. He's just so ill at capturing moments and thoughts and essence of shit and putting it in words poetically. That's what captured my attention from Nas. Word. The way he communicates what he's thinking and what we see outside is just ill. That's a gift. Because you think about it, a nigga rap nice, right? If you give him a topic to rap about, his raps is kind of like whacker. If you got to get a point across in 16 bars, he might be a little less wordy, a little less word patterny, because some niggas can't articulate they shit and still be nice at the same time. Nas one of the first niggas I heard doing that shit.
Well, Coogee Rap, I think, you know.
He the master of the
word. He's the one that set it off. I think
Nas the street word
took a couple pages out of Coogee Rap's book.
Of course he did.
You feel me?
Hey, we all did.
Yeah, you feel me?
Word. Coogee was stupid nice. Yeah. He was doing all this word pattern shit way back then. He probably invented that shit. He was, I don't want to say invented it, but he's the first nigga I recognized was doing word patterns and talking his gangster shit.
Yeah, multi-syllable metaphors and all that.
All that, way back then.
I think he might have, I don't know, I might have given him the first, but I don't know, man.
He might be, yeah.
I don't know who was doing it like that in 89 and 88.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think who. I don't know. Everybody was
I can't call it. Probably him. I'll be gonna give it to him right now, though.
I'm gonna give it to him right now.
Big Queens in the building once again. Big Queens and does it again. Yeah.
Okay.
Big Queen shit.
That's Queen shit. Indeed.
You know
what I'm saying? You gotta list the boroughs in order. What you going with?
Queens, nigga. We ain't
I know you're gonna say Queens. Well, you know, I'm from Mass, so you know you're from Queens, so you're biased.
I'm biased. Yeah, I'm biased, but I'm spitting facts though.
You spitting facts.
Queens first.
Hold on.
Then we go Brooklyn.
Slow down.
That's how we gonna do it.
Hold on.
Queens.
Hold on.
Brooklyn.
You know,
Brooklyn. There you go.
Yeah. See, because me from being from Mass, hip hop head, you know, mixtape stores, know what's going on. You know, if I had to put the 5 boroughs in order, I might start off with Brooklyn. I don't know.
See, that's what I'm gonna tell you. Go back to Mass right now. I'm joking.
I respect it. Talk your shit.
I love Brooklyn though.
Podcast, we talk that shit.
I love Brooklyn though.
Don't hold nothing back.
I love Brooklyn, but I gotta rap Big Queens.
But then a lot of people hit me over the head when I say that because the Bronx is the shit that set the whole shit off.
Bronx invented the shit.
Yeah.
Brooklyn got some of the biggest rappers in the world.
Yeah.
And Nas got the sauce. Queens got the sauce. We got the bars and the sauce with it.
So if we had to put it in order, you want me to give you my order, or do you want me to?
Nah. You give me your order. When we go to Mass, you give me your order. Right now, Queens, Brooklyn,
he's biased.
Bronx.
He's biased. Cool.
New York City. We gonna get the whole city. We ain't gonna do it. We ain't gonna break no categories. New York City. We got it. How about that?
I'm gonna go Brooklyn. I'm gonna go Queens, then the Bronx, but Bronx, since they the seat of the shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to do that, but if I just go with my heart, I have to go with Queens over the Bronx, you feel me? Brooklyn's number one, you know what I'm saying, to me. You know what I'm saying?
So who's the rappers you got as number
one? But Manhattan, I have to give it, it's more
Harlem.
It's more Harlem to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's more Harlem to me, you feel what I'm saying?
You don't even put Staten Island before Manhattan?
No.
They just got because
Wu-Tang. To me, all these Wu-Tang.
I mean, other niggas, but in terms of like the masses know.
The masses. So give me
influential shit is it
other than Wu-Tang, Staten Island, because you're talking this. You talk to me. You tell me other than Wu-Tang, Staten Island. Give me right now. Let's go.
I just love Wu-Tang.
So then that means they can't go past Harlem.
All right, go back to
just because of that.
Massachusetts, like you said.
No, I'm not going back to that.
In an Uber.
Don't go back.
In an Uber, $400 Uber.
Shout out to Massachusetts, man. 413. You know what I'm saying? Hall of Fame, motherfucking city.
There he goes. This is his
claim to
fame. His claim to fame is the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, be the first.
Oh, it is.
That's.
It's not. It's what's going on. First people to shoot a shot in the basket. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nate Smith. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So
he's created where I'm from.
So you saying y'all invented basketball?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I ain't know that. That's what's up.
Oh yeah, okay, just making sure you got.
I ain't know that.
Yes, sir. Every we representing 413.
He's so proud
You feel
of the
me?
So I'm
whole thing.
about-
He took a picture of
Smith and
everybody.
Wesson. Smith and Wesson.
They from
invented-
Mass?
Yep. The first armory in the United States.
Is this?
Is
So
Mass.
I'm gonna go to Mass and shoot a basketball.
Go ahead. Bang. Yeah. Whatever you want to
Yo.
Bang.
Whatever
Smith
you
and
wanna do.
Wesson.
All right.
do. Whatever you want to do, man.
Nah, shout out to Mass. There's some real niggas in Mass. I made a couple dollars out there with y'all boys
Come
in the
on,
street,
man.
man.
Come on, man. Come
I
on,
made a couple,
man.
I made a couple
Come on,
dollars out there
real
with y'all
niggas,
boys
man.
in
You
the
know
street,
what's going on,
man.
brother. You came to the mixtape store early.
Yeah, that's a big fact.
Right when you first signed a deal with Sony.
That's a big fact. We was still trapping back then.
Yeah,
too.
man. You was there.
Mass gave me, hey, I fuck with the niggas in
Come
Mass.
on,
I
man.
keep it a
Come
buck.
on, man. You was there. You hit that I-95
It
to that
was-
91. You was there.
I was
You hit
there.
that third lane over there, man.
I
Come
was
on, man.
there. I was
Early.
there early.
Early.
Yes, I know Mass.
Had my man on State Street, Springfield, Mass, outside. Nigga brought the whole label with him. All type of shit was going on. Big bands out there. They know what's going on in Springfield. What's going on over here? I never seen this in my life. Yeah. Grafh. The guy. He
I was
there.
outside. I was there.
He was there.
I
Yeah,
was
man.
there.
He was there. Not
So
playing.
when did you drop your first mixtape? on
First one. I don't fucking know. I did so many.
You don't know? Do you know?
I can tell you the biggest one was the Oracle first one. That was my biggest one, Green Lantern. Shout out to Green Lantern. That one was crazy, crazy, crazy. And the dopest experience with one was the Bang Out. That was the first one I dropped that I covered. I mean, I did so many case slates. I don't know what was first, but Bang Out was the tape where we literally pressed up thousands, and we went to almost every single project in the city and hand delivered them to niggas. That shit had me on fire.
You was on some real
And I went in the Hummer.
guerrilla marketing type
Yeah, went in the Hummer, pulled up to every project in the city, almost until we ran out of tapes and handed them shits out. That shit had me lit. That was the first one I remember having a real impact with, because they was like, yo, this nigga gave my hug, giving these shits out. They had a Hummer.
We have to bring that back. We have to get back on that type of shit.
Niggas ain't got CD players no more. So
I know
done.
it's hard,
CD players.
but they got flash drives and shit like that.
Imagine hopping out, handing out flash drives. That don't even look cool.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what
Don't
I'm
even
saying.
look cool.
But no, but you know, these days though, you know, 12 inches records, you know, CDs.
Pause.
It's more
Call Cam on them.
12-inch vinyls. Okay.
He keeps saying it like it's nothing.
Cam be killing it. Shout out to Cam. You guys be dying. That's Harlem though.
Shout out to Paul's,
Harlem niggas go pause crazy.
fuck?
They go no homo pause crazy. That's how it go.
So you mentioned DJ K Slade, that he was the one that he was the
Big
first
up,
DJ
big
to
up the K Slade.
play your music on radio?
He's the reason why I was on. He
Oh,
put me
yeah.
on.
So-
Back then, none of the DJs was trying to even support the shit, unless it was some payola shit, or if I was attached to a label, or had an artist on the record. Mad politics. Nobody was supporting like that. And then K Slade just heard me like, this nigga nice, I'm fucking with it. And took and supported, and that's all she wrote. I was on after that. After the first freestyle he played on the radio, put on a mixtape, I was on fire. After the first one, gone. Took the
All right,
city.
yeah, I remember that because it was like
Shout out to Slade, man. He was the realest.
it
That's a
was
big
like
fact.
K Slade. So after the Papoose era a little bit, that's when you came through. You feel me?
Before the Papoose era. I was before.
You was before the Papoose?
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
hold on.
way before. Not way before, but way before.
No, I'm saying, but when you was on K Slade's mixtapes as number one all the time.
It was me and Slade first. We was like Batman and Robin in the beginning. Then Pap was after that.
I was after that because
Yeah.
because from my memory, I'm thinking that it was you and it was Pat, and then you and Slade came through.
Nah, it was
And
me,
then
it was me and Slade. We did that shit, that hip hop.
Matter of fact,
DJ,
you're right
rapper
because
shit,
when
me and Slade.
matter of fact, you're right. Matter of fact, you know I'm bugging. You're right because
For a minute before
you know
Pat.
what it was because Clue at that time he had Joe Button on his shit number one. You was K Slade's number
Slade,
one.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
was
was hard
Slade.
by. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you're right. I'm bugging. You was right.
I
But it was
think
around
he
the same time.
Clue
I
had
think he was
Fab. Clue had Fab.
Clue had Fab first. Yeah.
Yeah, Fab. Joe Button was in that
Joe
family
Joe
too.
Button was after that.
But
Joe
Clue
Button.
but Fab was signed
Yeah.
to Clue.
But
I was,
I'm
never, I
talking
was
about-
never signed to Slade. We just had
You
that
was never
relationship.
signed, but I'm saying,
But if I, you know what's crazy? I'm gonna say this too, because I probably never said this before. But if I knew the business the way I know it now, I'd have had a way better business relationship with Slade. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was just a young hot nigga.
yeah.
But I didn't know how to take care of him the right way in terms of what he was doing for me career. I was too thinking about hip hop and being nice and all this shit. The business I learned it later. You know what I'm saying? Or I would have embraced. I would have did business with Slade way different, way greater. You know what I'm saying? Whatever we did together was just, we made history together, because I wouldn't have been here without son. That's a big fact. Shout out to Slade.
Nah,
a million
that's how I
percent.
caught on to you because, like I said, I had the mixtape
But
store.
if I knew the business like I know it now, back then, I would have been tours with him and all kind of shit, merch and It would have been a way bigger experience.
Because you was
I didn't know the
you
business
was-
then. I was just so focused on being the best that I ain't even wasn't focused on the money or the fame or the notoriety or the influence or the impact in a business way. Then I was just young. I was fucking 19. I was coming out of school and shit. You know, and I pushed out the hood.
Coming out of school, so you went to St. John's?
I went to St. John's University. I was going to be a doctor. How I ended up a gangster rapper? I don't know. Go figure.
A doctor. You really wanted to be
I was
a doctor?
going there for physical science, carve niggas up. So I'll be a surgeon.
Wow.
So I didn't even know what field of medicine I was going to go into. I just knew that in high school, my mom was like, go be a doctor or a lawyer. I was like, okay, I don't want to be a lawyer. I mean, go do this.
Wait, what's your nationality?
I'm Jamaican.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's
So
the
you gotta
West
make,
Indians. You gotta be a
make
doctor.
mama proud. You get a doctor or lawyer, what else?
Yeah.
So I was going to school to do that. Then I started kicking ass musically in the school. I think Busta was the first person that found me. I was battle rapping and killing niggas in Brooklyn and Queens, all over the fucking place, on public access and all that. And then somehow Busta got in contact with me. He was like, yo, these niggas is crazy, and scooped me up. And then I did 3 years in school and just went off to do music. I didn't even finish the shit.
Didn't you and Busta have like a little fist fight or something?
Yeah, we did, man.
Did you make up?
Yeah, that's my nigga. Busta big bro. Busta big bro.
Why the hell y'all fist fight?
Because I was too young and didn't understand shit. So when he was talking to me crazy, I just went hood mode. He was trying to school me to certain shit or how the way the business go, and I just didn't like the way he was talking to me. So I was talking to him mad crazy, and I was like, we can step outside. He was like, fuck it, let's step outside. And he came outside, we got it on. We shot the fair.
Damn, you knocked
We
the fly and all
tried
that.
to stab each other and all that. Word.
Huh?
We tried to stab each other and all that.
Shit.
We had a real fight. I was crazy, but
Yeah,
he ain't back down. He was like, "What? All right, this is put your hands on my eyes to see, Buster."
Oh,
he
that's
stepped
top
out. He
of
stepped
the
outside and like, "Fuck it, let's go." We getting it on in the street. Word. He ain't back down. He was like, "What, nigga?" It's like, "What,
Nigga
nigga?"
coming at me? What the fuck is this?
Word. Because he was talking to me a way I ain't like, and he was close to my face. I was like, "I need 5 feet." Before we finished contact, I need 5 feet. He ain't move. I was like, "Fuck, let's go outside." He's like, "Bet, let's go outside." I'm like, "Let's go outside." We got it shaking.
You
Like,
go
word.
fry guy away, like fuck that, let's go outside, shoot the fair one.
And we did it. That's why I gotta respect Bus. I was fresh out the hood, but he's like, "Alright, fuck, we going outside then." So let's go outside. And we went outside.
Nigga swinging and all that, wrestling.
I swung
and tussling
first.
and-
I was like, he bigger than me. I just swung first. Fuck it. Y'all saw me pop. And he swung there, was good, got stupid.
Holy
And
shit.
he came out with eye security and all that. I was like, fuck it, we getting it on. We got it on.
Wow. That's crazy.
Shout out to Buzz, that's the big bro.
Okay, so you never answered my question. You never said how many mixtapes you got.
10 million.
10.
Next question. I don't know, a lot.
Yeah, he got Grafh got a lot.
A lot. I don't even know. Between my shits and what other niggas made, it's just so many.
Do you want to go
Yeah,
outside
right.
and fight? Because I fight niggas. You want to go outside and
Nah,
fight?
he don't fight for me.
shit.
He don't fight for me. I don't fight with him. No,
Oh, man. See, y'all, you gotta calm down with that, because you need to hit over the head, and then it's like, you know.
I got the boxing gloves in the car though, dead ass.
Some
We can put this
niggas
shit on.
would have took
I
you up
bet.
on that offer and knock your shit over. You know what I'm saying? That would look crazy.
I'm never hitting
You
a
know what I'm
woman.
saying? Damn.
Oh, God.
I'm never hitting a
Took
woman.
bro on that
You're not
offer.
winning fighting a woman, man. You're losing.
You're definitely losing.
You
Okay, so
losing.
you don't want to tell me because you have way too
I don't know
many.
how many. It's a lot of them
Okay,
shits.
okay.
There's a lot of them shits. Like, especially back then, when I was like #1 on the mixtape scene. That's when I learned a lesson about life. Like, everybody say they want to be #1. Whatever you're doing, you want to be #1. No, you don't. That's a lot of work to be #1. You know what's harder than that? Staying there. Nigga. To be #1 in the streets and the #1 guy was a lot of work. To stay there, I was like, holy shit. After a while, I was like, I'll take #2. Fuck it. It was a lot of work to stay #1. That shit was, I couldn't even focus on nothing else. Just, I was so engulfed to just staying #1. It was like, this shit is consuming me. It's like, I need to just do albums and tour and show. But I was killing niggas though for a long time. But staying #1 was a movie.
Back then, who would you say was your main competitors?
50 Cent. Yeah, it was me and 50 was the hottest in the street at that time. He was killing. That's when he had the vest on with the guns on the cover and all that. I was like,
50 was a whole, yeah, he was fucking, the whole
That nigga, he was
that
slaying
whole beta
shit.
shit was-
and back then it's like, you know when I realized he was really hot? Back then, remember, mixtapes was for niggas back then. When the chicks knew the words to mixtape songs, that's when you know you hot. Cause I mean, every nigga that she's fucking is playing that shit. She ain't got no choice but to hear this all the time. So she know the words to his shit. I was like, damn, every nigga you fucking playing this. He's on fire. I gotta step it up. Bitch, you ain't bought a tape.
Yeah.
You got 9 niggas, they all bought it. I was like, fuck. So that was my
That mixtape era was crazy. Like I said, you was #1 on K Slays to me, and Joe Button was #1 on Clues. They used to make I remember mixtape Joe Budden versus Grafh or some shit. You feel me?
Yeah,
Somebody
yeah,
made some shit
yeah.
like that.
We had like a fake beef back then too. Shout out to Joe. That's my nigga now too. I squashed all my rap beefs. Now I just got rap friends.
What created that rap beef back then? Was it the mixtape rivalry thing?
Yeah, nigga said he jacked.
Y'all was the hot. Y'all two was like the. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
I remember.
niggas was saying he jacked my style, and I was talking shit. He was talking shit.
Hold on, y'all don't sound nothing. You have your own.
Right,
Y'all don't sound nothing alike. Y'all was not sounding.
At that time, he made a record that was similar.
What
and
record
then
was that?
there was a couple joints, but that's what the streets were saying, and then it got out of hand. But it's just petty rap shit. It was never like beef. It was just rap.
Yeah, this
crap.
rap. Yeah, this rap competitiveness. You know.
Yeah, it was competition.
Mm-hmm.
Competition. Yeah. Nature competition, man. So, and it's being young, and you back then it's like rappers are sensitive, bro. You say a nigga name halfway, just like a nigga say G-R-A, I'm like, what? You like before you get to the F-H, I'm out the window. I'm like, what you want to do? Niggas are sensitive. So
you feel like you're sensitive? You saying?
All rappers are sensitive.
All okay, cool.
Yeah, all of them. Yeah, you say my name wrong, I want to fight. I'm gonna be on it. It's just niggas are sensitive. But if you say it in a way that I'll be like, all right, cool, it's not disrespect. Any disrespect, niggas just can't take it. You got egos and shit. Think about it, for you to be a rapper, your ego is like this, because you think you're the shit. You can't you can't be in this space and be not feeling yourself. You're already delusional and lost in your own. You bought your own hype a long time ago.
Yeah.
Niggas sensitive.
How important is it to keep people around you that's not yes men? Keep you grounded. People who's in the street still. You know, because I feel like I book a lot of different MCs, a lot of rappers, and some people just feel like they're just that guy, and they want this type of price, and you feel me, like,
right?
You know, but you're not grounded. Like you was hot, but now you know you probably cooled down. But you still think you're that guy,
right?
You feel me?
Well, two things. Fame is a drug, so sometimes niggas get addicted to that shit and they can't get off. And when they're forced to get off, you see niggas start wilding out, taking real drugs and all kind of shit to cope with the loss of status, because no matter how much money you got, you can't buy relevance. It ain't for sale. You can't buy it. People just have to care. You can't pay people to care about you. It is what it is. So I feel blessed to be around this long, have people give a fuck, and my fan base is still growing to date. Like that shit is a blessing, because niggas don't have to
that's
care.
That's where the talent takes over, though. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
You could be talented, and it got to be that magic. You got to have that thing people to care about, because you could be talented and nobody can still give a fuck about you. There's a bunch of talented niggas nobody give a fuck about.
When I say talented, I mean talented as far as, you know, actual rhyme scheme and pattern, but marketing. You know what I'm saying?
That's money. Marketing costs money. Talent is just is
no, but I think talent, you know what I'm saying, in order how to articulate yourself and reach a certain audience and know how to pinpoint and build your cult fan base. You can be a dope rapper, but you don't know nothing about marketing and targeting your fan base. You can still be lost.
That's a big fact.
So
I'm not a good marketing nigga. I was just telling my man Dupree that I'm not a good marketing nigga. I'm just good at making music.
Good at making music.
Marketing.
Yeah.
But I don't even want that job. I don't want to be a great marketing
smart
nigga.
Enough to understand.
I don't want to be a great manager. I don't want to be a great promoter. I want to just make dope ass music and be a good businessman. But marketing is a big part of that. So if you don't know how to do it, get a nigga that does.
That's my whole point.
Right. I didn't answer your question about being grounded. You said what?
Do you have somebody to do your marketing?
Yes.
Okay.
I do, but I need more. I want to do the biggest and greatest things. That's another conversation. But I'm going to answer your question about staying grounded. I do think it's important to keep real people around you. That yes man shit is a no-no. Like, there's a lot of rappers I've been around, like how you said, I don't even want to call names because
I'm gonna do that.
Cool. I don't want to do that. But there's niggas I've been around that they gassed because a bunch of fucking yes men around them. Mm-hmm. I've been in a room with some A-list niggas and watched it, and when let's say he playing a album, everybody in the room was just nodding and loving every fucking thing, and I'd be like, nah, that song is kind of whack, my nigga. You could skip that one. The other one is fire, but this one is okay. They'll value my opinion. They'll appreciate that because nobody in the room got the balls to say it. Everybody nod like it's the shit, but that's not the shit, dog. It's okay. The other one was fire. This one is okay. And niggas would appreciate that. I like that shit. Like, keep it a buck. I don't need yes man for what? It's gonna keep you stagnant, keep you where the fuck you at. I need the truth, always. Word.
Yeah, I feel that's the problem. A lot of MCs, man.
I don't do yes man shit. I'm not. Even when a nigga asks my opinion, but yo, what you think about this guy? I'm like, you sure? You sure you want my opinion? Because I'm gonna tell you, nigga. Are you sure? Because some niggas ain't really ready for certain truth. Because I've been hurt feelings before, but like, damn, why the fuck you asking my opinion for? Don't ask me, nigga. You want to hear what you want to hear, or you want the fucking truth?
So when it comes to other artists reaching out to you to do music, are you willing to take it? Are you willing to work with the artist just for pay, or do their style and sound really matter?
Everything matters. But money's my friend.
Okay.
But I fuck with niggas that I fuck with. If I like your shit, I'ma fuck with it. If I don't know you, then it's gonna be business. If it's personal, then it's personal. I'm not just.
But have there been times that you really don't care for the music and you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it just to help this nigga out?
Very few, yes. Cause I'm a real nigga. I'll support. Or there be times when I took a bag and the song was, I'll be like, damn, I didn't like this, but fuck it, he's paying top dollar. That doesn't happen often too. I turn down a lot of shit. If I really hate the shit, I'm like, come with a better song. I can't even take your money because I don't even want to be associated with this shit. But
now,
I fuck with the music. I support and fuck with niggas just if it's hot.
Do you help promote the music once they put it out? Like if you do a video, if they do a video with you or whatever?
Yeah, if a nigga come to me and do business, you don't get A1 business from me. I'm an artist that wants a particular love from the masses and from fans and from artists and people that I view as supporters, or fans or whatever it is. So I give that back. Niggas never gonna come to me, pay for a verse in a video or something like that, and I don't post it and support it. Never doing that. That's some bullshit. I think niggas who just take niggas' money and do the bare minimum, that's fuck shit. That's fuck shit.
That's a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah, but it's foul. Don't do that.
A lot of motherfuckers who do that.
Don't do that. Keep your word.
You know what I'm saying?
And if you tell the nigga in advance, like I'm not supporting this. If you tell the nigga in advance, he's still cool. But if he's expecting support and you take his money, don't do that. That's foul. Tell the nigga like, nah, I'm not posting that, or I'm doing this, or like I tell the nigga like, I'm not gonna post this. We do a video, I'll post that. And if you do a video, it gotta be shot this kind of fucking way with a dope director, or I'm not supporting this shit. I'll just keep it a buck and tell you what the fuck it is. I don't do no fake shit to no one ever. That's just, I just stand on shit.
Being on the other side, you know, doing the record, getting paid to do the record, that's not your record is one thing. But then if you want the actual artist to help promote it and market it, that if you break it down, that might be another thing. I'm not gonna sit here in front. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
you got to discuss that as a businessman.
Yeah, as a businessman. You know what I'm saying? Because if I get a feature from Grafh, he might post it up once or twice to show love, but I can't expect him to post it every day and call up all his plugs. Yo, put it on this website, put it on this website.
Hell no.
Do this, that, and the third. You feel me?
That's what I said. You got to be clear about your business.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you what I'm going to do and I'm not going to do. If you expect something that's unrealistic, that you fuck yourself. You got to be clear about your business. And if you're doing business, or you get what you pay for. And if you don't speak up, then you play yourself. Word.
Definitely. So let's bring it back to your older Queen days. Shout out to Chaz. You know what I'm saying? I remember I was fucking with you back when you was fucking with Chaz.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Big homie Chaz, man.
How did you meet up with him?
That was just childhood shit from the town, man. Chaz, the big homie in the neighborhood, knew my family, knew everybody. So Chaz is just the godfather. And when I started to do music, then we got really close. Then it became more like, it went less from artist, manager, and more like son-father relationship. He was more like, because my dad got murdered in front of me when I was 16. So it was just my mom's and whoever she was dating, and me. And then when Chaz was in my life, he took the place of, he was like the more fatherly than that. You know what I'm saying? So, word. Shout out to Chaz, man. There was so many things I never got to tell him, man, because business-wise, we separated towards the end, but of course, I'm still a big homie. He's still like, we both kind of stubborn and not very emotionally expressive. So there's so much that I wanted to say that I never said. I'm like, damn, it's just. And I remember my man said, I'm like, yo, man, you gotta make sure you talk to Chaz, tell him these things, because I love him. I never really told him that. Word. So he feel the same way about me, but we just not expressive people. So we just be sitting around each other like, there's no emotion gonna be talked about today. We'll just be hanging out. And there's just mad shit I really wanted to say that I never got to say. Word. Shout out to Chaz, man.
So you was around when right before maybe y'all ever split up, but remember he had signed Foxy Brown. You know what I'm saying? How was that? How was meeting Foxy Brown, being down with the same team, the whole Black Hand label?
That was dope. We were growing as a brand and as a management company and a label. So that was a really dope experience. Shout out to Foxy. We made some dope shit together too. Me and Foxy made some dope ass records. And that was just dope. It was just dope to watch us scale up and grow and get other superstars and other connections. So she was, that was a big deal for us. Word. Shout out to Foxy. I think it's her birthday today too. Happy birthday. Word.
Okay. All right.
So I see that you also work with kids right now. You do like a mental therapy type thing?
Yeah, I do. I have a program called Music Therapy. That's really fucking dope and important. And we focus on like emotional intelligence and really like emotional learning and stuff like that, where I come in there with my partner, we make the beats, show them how to use the equipment, show them how to make beats, and I teach them how to rap if they don't know how to rap already, and really express how they feeling. Because for me, music is therapy. That shit saved my life. So I made sure they have this outlet to really express what they really feeling. Like I come into class and be like, look, no ops, all ops live. I don't want to hear no ops dying. No, we ain't doing that. How do you fucking feel? You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna talk about straight feelings and real shit, because especially, and it's really for minorities, we not, as men, we not empowered enough to express feelings, how you feel, what you really think about shit. Like expressing love or compassion or worry or fear is like soft. That shit ain't soft. There's a lot of bravery it takes to really be afraid and admit it, or be scared of something and admit it, or insecurities and talk about it. Like that's brave ass shit. Or cry. We taught you can't even fucking cry. You gotta bottle everything up and just be mad. That's why we niggas be mad and end up in jail, because they outside mad. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so, and we teach them really how to express themselves and how to make music and about melody, and it's financial literacy. We teach them about money and critical thinking, how to just think through real world problems and shit. You don't learn about money in school. Why? Because school ain't designed to teach you how to be a boss. School is designed to teach you how to be an employee. It's not designed to teach you how to be a boss. You don't learn about LLCs and credit and taxes in school. Why the fuck not?
Financial literacy. We don't teach
yeah, so we empower them with tools they need to actually step into the world and make a difference and be their own bosses. Coming in with fake money, teach them how money works and budgeting, credit, all that kind of shit, man. It's really cool.
Is it
really,
all
really cool.
ages?
It goes up to high school, but right now I mainly did a lot of junior high schools.
Okay. And what made you start that? What made you want to do that?
I just felt we needed that. The minorities, we need that. Like, I wish I had a program like this in school, learning about money and learning about self-expression and emotional intelligence and stuff like that. I was just mad, young and mad, not realizing how to express it. Or I think about it now, like, why I ain't learned about how money works till I was a grown-ass man. That's trash. My first check, you're young, but like, yo, when I get money, I'm gonna buy a laundromat. I'm gonna invest in stocks. You say all of this shit, and you get a fucking big-ass check, you're like, the fuck do I do with this? My first check at Sony, I was like 19 or 20, $75,000. I'm holding that shit in my hand like, what the fuck do I do with this?
What'd you do with it?
Fuck it up. But I tried, none of that nigger shit. No, ma'am. Did not.
Nigga with the ER too.
With the ER, yeah, none of that. None of that. None of that. But I bought the Hummer, and I fucking, that was a least worst business decision I ever made. But whatever, I was young. I bought stocks, but didn't know what I was doing. I tried to do business moves with the shit, but I didn't know enough about money to make it work. So all the moves I made in 3-4 years, I was like, okay, none of that worked. Cool. But $75,000, which really ain't a lot of money, is a whole lot of money when you're 19. I felt like a fucking millionaire. That shit was like, poof.
Gone.
Yeah. Then when I signed a Def Jam, Rockefeller, that was my next check. And that one, I signed my own studio, I bought my own cameras, I did everything to invest in my business. LLC, I started to figure it out. But I ain't know shit about money and how it works in school. We don't learn about money in school. Why the fuck not?
None of that.
That's obviously intentional information they're not teaching you. It needs to be implemented in schools for real. Courses on money and how it works. Every aspect of it. Why you don't know how to do your taxes till you're an adult? Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is real shit. This is real empowerment information. So with the program, we give kids these tools and we start young. So by the time they are out of school and going to think about employment, they ready to boss up. They understand how to step into the world and make an impact in a real way.
Information is powerful. Knowledge is key, man.
That's a big fact.
And you said how long you been running this program?
Hey, it's like third year now.
Dope.
So do the kids know who they working with?
Some of them. When they don't know, they find out real quick. Like, oh shit, Grafh, cool. Because they're young. So, you know what I'm saying? Some of they 12, 11, 13. So they figured out that first day though. It'd be cool. I'm glad they got me because they could relate to me because I'm intelligent, but I'm also outside. I got the best of both worlds, so they could be open with me and say things. Like in my courses, these kids say things they never said out loud before, which most artists do in music. You use it to express real pain and shit. Some of the things they be saying, I be like, wow, does your mother know about this? Should I call a therapist? Like, it'd be real pain in this music that they never said out loud before. So this shit is real therapy, man.
Music is definitely therapy, man.
Definitely.
Especially when you're making it. Even if you don't rap. Even if you don't want to rap, I'd be like, write it down. Write down how you feel. Just happen to make it rhyme. Write down how you actually feel. And when you read it, you be like, yo, these kids are living with a lot of pain, bro. They've been through shit. Word. That nobody knows what they're going through. You know what I'm saying? So, shit is important. Word.
So how long after you was on the K-Slave mixtape did your first deal appear? Like when did they holler at you? Like how long after?
I had like a year or so. I was in the street going crazy for a minute. Then the first deal was Sony. I was in a bidding war at that time.
You was in a bidding war.
Wow.
Yeah, everybody wanted to.
Okay, well, who's in the bidding war?
All the
Sony,
majors,
of course.
man. All the majors. But Sony won because they gave me the most money, and I didn't understand the business, like I said back then. So the most money seemed like the most appealing thing to do, but that wasn't it. Because who had the best offer that I didn't know till way later was Scarface. Shout out to the big homie Scarface. At that time, I didn't know what this meant back then because I didn't understand the impact of the South and the Midwest and the rest of the fucking country. Because I'm just a New York nigga and we so New Yorked out. I didn't understand what this means. But he said, hey, I can't compete with Sony because they've offered you millions and shit. But I can give some money. But what I can also do that's equally of equal value is I can take you through the whole South and tour with you. And break you as an artist in the tertiary markets in the South and Houston and Texas and the Middle America and all of that. I will tour with you and break you as my artist to America. Scarface, nigga. And I didn't understand what that meant back then. So I went with the big dollars because he was like, I can't compete with the money, but influence, I can give you that. But back then, I didn't know what it meant. I was like, damn, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. So then we was like, nah, take the bag. They throwing $1 million. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Nigga, if I went, I would have been through the roof.
Listen.
Nigga, what?
Listen.
I still ended up going on tour with him though. Shout out to Scarface. Yeah, I ended up going on a Lyricist Lounge tour with Scarface and Eric Sermon when I first got on back then anyway. But still, if he did that and presented me to the country as his artist at that time, nigga, what?
Yeah.
I'd have been through the roof. I'd have been the only East Coast nigga with that kind of exposure to date, ever. Ever, nigga. What New York nigga ever did that? That type of circuit. Except for like Motown niggas in the 50s. You're talking about tertiary markets in the South, through the whole fucking Midwest and the South. What? Nigga. Scarface?
No, that was major.
I'd have been eating over that to date now. That would have been like a solid foundation that you can never break. I didn't understand what that meant back then, so.
So I'm
Living
gonna say
learn.
this. I'm gonna say
No!
this. And don't
No, I'm
feel,
sorry.
don't feel away. So, do you feel? How do I want to say it? Do you feel like an ass for not taking that?
I didn't know. It can't be. I mean, ignorance is just the lack
I believe
of.
in everything happens for a reason, right?
I guess so.
Everything happens for a reason.
I had to live and learn.
Timing.
I made a bunch of mistakes learning. I was a fucking kid. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I didn't know the business. I didn't know, I didn't know business, period, because I didn't learn it anywhere. I was in college, then went to the rap shit, then got hot in the street, then ended up in big ass bidding war. When did this guy learn business? I'm young, figuring it out.
No doubt.
You figure it out through trial and error, and then you start buying the books. Like, wait a minute, wait, and figuring it out. I'm too in it to figure it out at that point. I'm in it, and I'm busting my ass working to be hot, and it's fun because you're young. It's like it's so much going on. It's money, it's chicks, it's the exposure, it's the influence, it's the fake fame, the fake love. All this shit was like happening.
So would you say
Your young mind can't even handle all this shit at this time. It's like, yo, this is so much every day. It's like, yo, word. Me and Chad's learning together. We was learning how to do this together at that time. It's not like neither one of us had that experience. Like, oh yeah, I know what to do. We have to figure it out. Word.
Would that be a piece of information a piece of advice that you would give to artists coming up now? Learn the business.
Absolutely. You have to learn the business. Music business. The word music is this big. The word business is like this. It's music business. Word. Yeah. But I always tell the nigga too, like if you are outside and you really was outside hustling, doing certain shit, apply the same business etiquette you use outside to this business. Unless you suck at hustling, then don't follow my advice. But if you actually made money and you're not like for real, like you made some money in the shit, you know how to hustle, that shit is gonna work here. If you treat it like a pack, it's gonna work. If you know what the fuck you're doing outside, then disregard this. Word.
So after the Sony deal, Dame holla at you.
I love Dame, man. Shout out to Dame Dash. Dame is the realest. He's also doing school program stuff now. Shout out to Dame.
Yeah.
Dame is that nigga.
Long before you or after you? Were you doing the school programs?
Before me. I don't know if it was before or after. I've been doing it 3 years. But I was doing this before I started going public with it. I was just doing it out of the, for real. People told me, yo, post this on Instagram. Go public with it. I was like, well, I never thought about that. And now it's getting 10 times bigger, which is dope. But I wasn't even doing it for the publicity. I was just doing it to be of service to the kids in a real way. But shout out to Dame. Rockefeller, yeah. Dame brought me to Rockefeller. Dame's that nigga, man.
How was that conversation? How that come out? So was you on Sony when he came to you, or were you off Sony already when he came to you?
I must have been off Sony already. Sony, yeah, I was off Sony already because the dude that signed me got fired for, I think, robbing budgets or some shit like that. So it was just a ghost town. That's like your boss get fired, you couldn't work. It's like, oh, I don't have a job, but there's no boss to pay me.
For you.
Just fucking tumbleweeds going through the office. Like,
Yeah.
it was quiet. So it was just no deal. It was just a rap. So I ended up, me and Chaz ended up fucking with Dame. And that was great. That was the greatest experience ever, man. I wanted the Rockefeller chain and all that. I couldn't wait. But I got there at the time when they had turmoil between Dame and Jay, and Rock was going through the transition.
Yeah. So then
So I didn't get the Rock chain. It sucks. I wanted that. I was like, oh, the Rockefeller? Fuck you.
You'd have definitely been a good addition to that situation.
But that was an amazing experience. I went to London with Dame like twice. I went to Japan, all kind of shit. That was amazing. He had the reality show. And I learned a lot from just listening to him talk all day. You learn from Dame. Dame is that nigga, man. You fuck with nobody say. You know, some industry people talk crazy about Dame. Nah, Dame is that nigga. Straight up. I'm gonna no Dame slander on my watch. Dame is that nigga. Straight up. Love Dame.
Yeah, a lot of talks he had definitely about empowering the artists and, you know.
Dame that nigga, man. Dame is gonna empower you. All you gotta do is sit around Dame. You're gonna leave with some game. If you smart and know how to fucking listen and learn, you're gonna leave with some game fucking with Dame. That's a big fact. He gonna teach you something indirectly or on purpose, but you're gonna leave with some game. Facts.
Do you still you follow a lot of his advice?
Yeah. Dame ain't gonna mislead nobody. Dame is a dope individual, a very smart human, brilliant black businessman. Listen to Dame. Straight up. Whatever he talking about, just shut up and listen to Dame.
Definitely.
So speaking of reality TV, you did a short appearance on Love and Hip Hop?
I did a whole season on that bitch.
You did a whole season.
Oh, yeah, you did.
How was that?
I forgot about that.
That was cool, man. The reason why you forgot about it is because I made sure I was forgettable. I didn't want to be remembered.
I didn't watch it. I didn't know you was on.
I didn't watch it either.
You told me yourself when I was.
I didn't watch it either.
I forgot. I
didn't want that as a part of my branding to keep it 100. It just didn't. It just wasn't. It's not my particular style or taste. I'm selling New York cool shit. They don't care about cool. They care about drama. But drama's fun. But I just didn't want that. I didn't want that. I was trying to convince them to let me bring cool to the show. I let me bring the cool shit. Y'all fuck up the cool shit. Bring the drama to the cool shit. Let me do fashion shows and. Cause I got a clothing line. Let me design clothes. Let me paint on mannequins, and then you come with the drama and fuck up some cool shit. It wasn't really with that, but that's what I wanted to do. Like I wanted to bring cool to the New York cool to the show, and then y'all fuck up that. That would have been great. Then I would have loved it. But now I was on there for a whole season with 9 or 10 one of them shits. They needed a real New York presence on there, and I definitely was with it.
When Scott came out at you, or you?
Actually, Safari convinced me to do it. I wasn't. Like the years before that, I was like, nah. I was denying doing the show, and then he spoke to me for like an hour. I was like, nigga, you're bugging. He said, take it. He said, where you at right now, you're gonna fly through the roof. Everything's gonna sell. Your booking price doubles. Take the offer. And that was a good ass offer. I was like, I bet.
Check.
It was great. It was great. Money was great. Exposure was great. Especially when you go through the South, the middle of the country, they watch that motherfucker show. Yeah. In the airport, everybody's like, oh shit. It's crazy. Like, the exposure you get that. It was different. It was different. That was a lot of fun. I ain't gonna hold you.
But, you know, since you're a real nigga, and, you know, that's why you lasted one season, because you wasn't compromising who you are, your integrity.
Couldn't do it.
You wasn't bringing no drama. You wasn't gonna switch up who Grafh is.
Never.
To stay on the show.
Never.
10 seasons. He's like, fuck that.
Was a lot of it scripted?
It's scripted for them, man. It's scripted for you. They know what the fuck they trying to do, but if you don't know what you're walking into. Like when you go into the set, they send you a car. You don't know where you're going. You can't invite none of your people. When you get to the set, they don't tell you who you're shooting with. They don't tell you nothing. When you get there, they take your phone from you, so you can't communicate with nobody. And then they try to walk. Then they put you in a room and let you wait with some liquor. So now you're going to sip on the shit because you got to calm your motherfucking nerves down. Calm your nerves down. Now you're going on set blindly, lit off the yak. What's next? That's how niggas be popping up on them shows. They be wasted, nigga.
Listen,
word.
They be looking wasted too.
It's scripted for them. They know what they trying to get you into, but you don't know what's next. You got to figure it out and be like, because it's like a chess move. Let's say you shot a scene. So let's say we all shot a scene, and like whatever happened, y'all had an argument about these black cups, and he invented the cups. I'ma know, okay, my next scene, I'm probably gonna shoot with him. We're gonna discuss this cup. And you gotta figure out what the fucking next. You gotta be steps ahead of them because you gotta.
Wait, so let's put this in real terms. So the part when Yandy was rubbing your elbows with lotion,
right?
And Miss Judy walked in. What was that?
It was scripted for them. It was scripted for us. I didn't know she was coming in. Did I know? I don't remember if I knew or not, but they know what the fuck going on.
Okay, so they try to set you up.
Yeah, there's always a setup. There's always a setup. There's always a setup.
Yeah, he was watching the episodes and all that because
There's always a
you
setup.
rubbing your elbows and up with lotion and all that. You know what I'm saying?
That's fun. Shout out to Yandy. That shit was lit. I ain't gonna hold you.
So okay, so
They got it scripted, but they keep the cast members in the dark about what the script is. They want your natural reaction.
Yeah.
So whatever it is, they want your real expression. You know, they don't want you to know.
Yeah.
They want your real reaction. Or else if you knew, you're gonna finesse it.
Yeah.
So after that do you see TV or any more TV or movies in your future or
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do TV. I love it. You know, TV makes you mad famous. It's real fun.
Okay.
That level of notoriety is great. Now, music, I mean, of course, music could be like Drake. It can, but that TV shit,
it's different. You're on people's screens and
Like I remember at that time, right? And I seen this like firsthand. Safari was on like 3 different shows at once. He was with the big furs and all that shit. If you put him in a crowd with any rapper at that time, the kids would have ran him first. He was super popular off of them shows. You could have put him on stage with Ross, a bunch of other niggas. The kids were like, let's say you go to high school, right? Run him first, then run everybody else, because he's just so recognizable from fucking TV at that time. I don't know about now, because I don't even watch the fucking shows, but he was on like 3 shows at once. I'm like, damn, this fucking TV shit really makes you famous as fuck. It really has an impact. It matters. Word.
Damn, that was good. So where in the timeline did you meet up with you had the Buffalo and meet up with DJ Shay and all that?
Oh, shout out to my nigga Shay, man. Shout out to Shay, the late great DJ Shay. I met Shay after I got with Benny and Conway and them. I met Conway and Westside for the first time on tour, Race of 5'9". And we got cool just, I don't even know when, but we just got cool. And me and Benny just really got cool as fuck. And I did that whole project with them. I did the Stop Calling Art Content project with DJ Shay produced the whole thing. I recorded in Atlanta with him and Benny. And then me and Benny did a 50-50 joint venture on a label deal and put the album out together. Then we went on tour. That shit was amazing, man. We went on tour domestically. I toured with Benny again overseas and just London and France and all that shit. And that was just dope, man. That's some real niggas. Good dudes, solid guys. They just like us, man. Ain't no fake superstar funny shit. Niggas 100. Then I met 38 Special. Was that through them? Had to be, right? And me and him is like homies now. That's my nigga. Shout out to Special. Like that's a lot of shit cooking. I love Special. As a matter of fact, my last album was produced by 38 Special, and it came out under our joint venture together. So that album was called All the Words, and I'm making another album with Special again, produced by Special. Again, I'm about to drop that probably in a month or 2, or start promoting it. But that's about done right now. That's going to be called By Art Not Views. So Special did the whole thing again. So that album is fire. So like I met the man on there going crazy. Motherfucking 38 of course. Jim Jones on there. Talib Kweli on there. He went crazy too. I'm like, I like the fact that niggas be spitting on my records. They go. They go.
Yeah.
Talib caught a body. Meth caught a body on there. Jim on there. Vado on there. It's crazy. Y'all gonna fuck with it. It's classic hip hop. Y'all know what I do already. They're like, what's different between this album and the last album? Nothing. It's more fucking bars, real hip hop. Nothing's different. Yeah. Just more crack, nigga. That's it. Crack. Word.
So to be called the God Bar, how does that feel? The bar God. There you go. That's what I meant to say. I was drinking. I was
gonna just lie too. See, I was being nice. See?
The bar God. How does that feel?
That's good. I take that. The bar God, the black Eminem, whatever y'all want to call me, that represents a nigga that rap circles around all these niggas. I take all that. I take that. Fuck it.
Okay.
Word. Works for me.
And working with so many MCs and so many dope MCs to back you up, does it make your head big? Do you feel like you're that nigga? Like,
well, I felt like I was that nigga before this. I'm sorry, but like, nah, it's one of my greatest accomplishments to work with people that I admire, that I'm influenced by, that have impacted my life or my career or my style in any type of way. That shit is an honor, and I love it. To be respected mutually by people that I am influenced by is one of the greatest things I could accomplish in this. That and the fact that my name is there's nowhere on the earth I can go where not at least one motherfucker knows me. Every soil around the whole globe, somebody's like, oh, Grafh, fuck with that nigga. That's another accomplishment of mine. But now the fact that I have that kind of respect people that I respect, is one of my greatest accomplishments to me. So I love it. Nah,
In my opinion,
that doesn't gas me in a negative way. That I appreciate it and admire them for reciprocating the love. Word.
In my opinion, you sound like nobody though. Your flow pattern, whatever, you know what I'm saying? The way
Right.
cadence and everything, like nobody sounds like Grafh, like, you know what I'm saying? So who did you grow up, like, I mean, Nas you said, but other than Nas, because you don't sound like Nas at all. You know what I'm saying? You have your own, like,
Right.
you're one rapper that I can say that has their own distinctive style.
Right.
You hear Grafh on the track, you know it's Grafh. There's no, could that be, you know, because sometimes I be hearing, he just catch you off guard, and you like, this sound like, oh, nah, more, that's this guy.
Nah, that's
you
right.
have your own distinctive style.
Nah, thank you.
Nas is the influence, but who else is your influence? Like, what compiles into Grafh?
If you put Nas, Jada, Eminem, Royce the 5'9", Prodigy in a pot and just slow simmer that shit, you get Grafh.
Okay.
Those are my influences, and Jay-Z, because that nigga's amazing too.
So would you say those are your top 5 too?
Absolutely. It's really 6, but fuck it.
Who's the 6th one?
I didn't put them in no order because I don't disrespect these greats.
Okay.
But Jay got to be in there. That influenced me. Jay, Eminem, Royce the 5'9", Jadakiss, Nas, Prodigy.
Okay.
Them niggas, that's how Grafh came about.
Okay.
They all got to sprinkle all them niggas in creation of this guy. Word.
Can you give me top 5 groups?
Oh, rap groups? I don't even know if I can name 5 groups. Wu-Tang at the motherfucking top for sure. Mobb Deep. That influenced me, right?
That influenced that. Just your top 5 things.
Alright, Wu-Tang, UGK, shout out to my nigga Big Bun. Mobb Deep. Dang, I gotta be 5, or you couldn't just say 3?
No, I need 5.
That
I don't get a
influenced
CNN
me.
in here? No CNN?
Oh yeah, we gotta do CNN.
Okay.
That's Big Queens right there. Dipset in the group, let's pretend they are.
I'm gonna give that to you.
Yeah, cause that's a heavy influence too. Shout out to Cam, Jim, Joel, them my niggas. But they definitely influenced. Well, especially back then, the mixtape scene, yeah, that niggas was going crazy. Fashion, music, all that. Who else we got? Did I say 5 already?
No, you didn't say 5. You said 4.
You sure?
I'm sure.
You said Locks already?
Oh my goodness! How dare we to blasphemy? Motherfucking Locks. What?
I'm not trying to influence what you're saying, though.
Nah. The Locks at the top for me, for real. I mean, Riz is my favorite. Riz is my favorite producer. One of my favorite producers of all time. I love Wu-Tang, but I'll have to put the Locks as the first.
Okay. And then Wu-Tang?
All them niggas influence my style.
Matter after the Locks.
It's the Locks and Wu-Tang.
Okay.
Then Mobb Deep.
Okay.
What's that after that?
And then CNN.
Yeah.
And then UGK.
I said UGK too.
And then CNN.
I didn't want to put them in order like that. See, you doing that. But Locks is at the top for me though. In terms of what created this Grafh nigga, nah, the Locks is that shit is. I couldn't even have writer's block with them niggas being alive. Like if they're alive making music, I can't even have writer's block. I could go play that shit. I'm gonna have a million thoughts. Like if you can trigger thoughts in my brain, I fuck with your music. A lot of people that make music, I could listen to it. I'm not inspired at all. I could enjoy the music, love the songs and all that, but no creative thoughts come in my brain listening to your shit. Them niggas, anytime I play their music, bars come, ideas come, hooks come, song ideas come, just listening to their music. Like, they inspirational guys.
So speaking of writing, what is your writing style? I heard you say earlier you usually come off head.
I write in my head, yeah, I don't write on paper.
Okay.
I write in my head.
Okay.
So I can't remember nothing else, just raps.
You prefer the booth, stage?
Both, it's just 2 different feelings.
2 different feelings.
2 different feelings, yeah.
No, I want one.
No, I can't. I love them both.
I want stage or booth?
Stage.
Okay.
Because I connect with people.
Okay.
Stage is my home.
Okay.
But I love to record. So I record myself, by the way. I'm my own engineer. I don't mix, but I record myself. So it's like I'm touching the music. That shit is therapeutic too. But the stage, I say the stage, fuck it.
You have your own studio?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is forced to win, man. You know, you've been in the game for a long fucking time doing your thing, man. You've been forced to win for a long time, man. You know this industry, you gotta have a thick skin. You see what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
There's a lot of bullshit, a lot of fake shit, a lot of fucking gatekeeping shit. You know what I mean?
Shit, that's a fact.
You know, so what do you do to force to win, man? I need to know what you do, and I need a story where you really had to like maneuver and force the motherfucking win.
I just outwork everybody. To keep it 100, I work hard as fuck. That's the key. It's just stay consistent and believe in yourself, like almost delusionally. You gotta believe you that nigga and go. And ignore the noise, because these niggas are full of shit. These niggas are fake you to death. These niggas don't want to see you win. If helping you, I'm gonna draw a diagram. Look, let's say this is the goal post, right? And a nigga is right here. If helping you got him to the goal post quicker, he would take the long way to not fucking help you. He'd be like, fuck it, I'm just gonna take an extra drive. I'm gonna go around the canyon and get to LA this way. That's the game you in, nigga. Nigga would take the long way to not help you, nigga. It could be shorter for him. Yeah. He'd be like, nah, I'm gonna take the long way. It's like just like how you move that shit. That's how these niggas be. That's how these niggas be. You know what I'm saying? So tune out the noise and you gotta outwork niggas, man. That's it. And find ways to work smarter and not harder. But I worked harder, nigga. I had to figure out the smarter part later. I just outwork niggas. That's just it. And I'm talented enough to have a solid fan base to give a fuck. But I outwork niggas. And of course, God's blessing and grace, but I work harder than you niggas.
But what's the actual story of you forcing to win? Like, did you ever experience, like I said, any gatekeeping, any trying to block you, like you about to get this deal, but somebody then did the call, fuck Grafh and all this? And
nigga, my whole career was that, nigga. Every day is a forced win. I work niggas, that's it. Like, stories, the fuck. Like, when I Bring the Goons out, and I remember Hot 97 and Power have, like, you know, during the holiday weekends, they change DJs every 3 hours. So, 4th of July weekend, they have, like, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, a different DJ goes on every 3 hours. From 6 a.m. So 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. one nigga. Then 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. another nigga. 12 to 3 another nigga. That goes on all day until like 4 a.m. at night. And then it restarts the next day at 6 a.m. and goes for the whole weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Nigga, we stayed in front of the station the whole weekend, nigga. And to catch each DJ and personally hand them the record and shake their hand and talk to them and to see them coming out, shake their hand, thank you for playing it, catch the next nigga. The whole weekend, 6 a.m. to fucking 4 a.m. Sleep for like 2-3 hours, back there. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. To force the win, nigga. They was like, I know it was on the radio, like, shout out to Grafh and Chaz, the Black Hand Barbecue outside. We see y'all. Every day we out there, we just chilling, eating lunch, Subway sandwiches. I'm working out on the pole. We outside, nigga, the whole time. That's how hard we was going. 4th of July weekend, wasn't at no barbecues, wasn't partying. We was outside the station working the song the whole weekend from 6 a.m. to 4 a.m., nigga. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Forced to win story.
That's how hard it is.
That's the type of shit I need to hear. That motivation.
Nigga, that's how hard it is.
Be fucking lazy, crying about niggas not supporting you.
They will never know what it is to stand in front of a
That's how hard we go. That's how hard we used to go. Nigga, I remember the first time I got booked for Howard Homecoming, man. I was just getting on. Took an L in the streets. I had no money, and Howard Homecoming was like the biggest shit back then. I was like, fuck, are we going? How we gonna go with no money? We'll figure it out. We're gonna bag some bitches in a hotel, fuck them, sleep over there. Nigga, we had enough money for gas, nigga, that's it. You know what we ate for lunch? We ate peanut butter jelly sandwiches for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, nigga, with one box drink. From New York to DC and back, nigga. And round trips out there that we had to do, crashed there, next day, like, nigga got it in. We killed that show though.
So the game had to be shown. You had to bag this now. You had to bag.
Nigga, that's gonna happen, nigga. We just, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just
that's
saying.
Gonna happen regardless, huh?
Clean niggas, man. It's gonna happen. But the point is, that's how hard we used to go, nigga. With no bread. So we're going. We had we had a loaf of bread, peanut butter. I don't think we had jelly, nigga.
You single, married, in a relationship, or is it complicated?
All of the above. Is there all of the above thing, like a multiple choice? Kind of script that one?
Gosh. Like, why you gotta be so difficult for? Why can't you just answer my questions? I'm trying to be,
difficult is fun.
I'm trying to, entertain the audience.
I think it's more entertaining this way.
Okay, so it's all the above. Okay, all right. So mental health. What does mental health mean to you? And how do you deal with?
Smoke crack. Mental health. It's just. Mental health would just stopping from going insane every day.
Oh my God!
You know the crazy thing about life? No matter how hard it get today, you gotta wake up tomorrow and do it again.
You do.
And then no matter how hard it get tomorrow, you gotta wake up tomorrow and do it again. And then again.
God willing.
And then again. If you got the opportunity, yeah, God willing for sure. But yeah, mental health, you gotta do what you gotta do, man, to take care of yourself first, man. That's a fact. I smoke herb and make music.
Okay.
If I didn't make music, though, I've definitely been like a top serial killer, for sure. Leatherface, one of them niggas.
So it's very important to you.
Music is therapy, yes.
You check
definitely.
on your friends. You have your friends check on you.
I'm the strong friend who checks on everybody. Nobody check on me.
Okay, yeah.
Or when they do check on me, I appreciate it, but not often.
And what's your
Because
sign?
I don't show emotion enough, so people are like, he's good. But I'm nuts.
What's your
Same
sign?
way, man.
I'm a Leo.
Yeah, you. Oh, Jesus, that's
King
why
of the
you're
jungle,
so
baby. Yeah, but I don't show emotion enough for people to know like that he's not okay.
Yeah.
Right.
That's me.
Yeah. This is what happens when you're a strong person, right?
But you're a machine, right? I'm like, yeah. If you believe it, I believed it for years, but I'm sure I need a therapist at this point. We'll see.
Any upcoming artists that's making a scene, noise on the scene right now that you would like to work with?
The rapper niggas doing their thing, man. Shout out to my nigga Joyner Lucas. I actually got a deal with his company. We working together.
Mm-hmm.
So many people, man. Damn, this is the time to
Give me one more.
spread love. I can't even think of nobody now. That sucks.
Damn, son.
So many niggas that is hot, man. I love so many, especially from this city alone. 5-year foreign doing this thing. So many young artists doing their thing in this city. Motherfucking I just went to the Rock Nation premiere. They premiered all their new artists. All them niggas was hot. There's just so many young people in the city doing their thing, man, that I want to tap into and work with. So too many, to be honest. I love music and I love fresh talent. I just want to fuck with whatever's good.
2 artists that you haven't worked with that you want to work with?
Jesus and Barack Obama.
Oh my gosh. This man.
2, I want to work with Eminem. I used to want to do that just because they used to call me the Black Eminem, so I used to want to be on the track with him to see how bad I smoke him. But now let's see. Now shout out to him. I'm talking shit. Nas, the fuck, that I never worked with, and who else? It's a lot, man. I'm a student and a fan of this shit.
Okay.
Nas and
I'll have to interrupt you though. I seen you with Nas recently.
yeah. Nas, I love seeing Nas, man. That's the big bro.
Seems like I had something. I'm about to cook up something. The way them pictures gave off that type of energy.
Nah. I show a lot of love. He knows my shit, and the fact that he listens to me or is even aware of my shit is just, it blows my mind because he's the reason why I do this shit. So he be like, he's just Nas is Nas, man.
Do you feel like you accomplished something because the person that you grew up listening to is now listening to
Hell
you?
yeah, absolutely. And then when I met M and I asked M, I said, oh, do you know my music? He looked at me like I was stupid, like, duh, of course I do. I was like, oh, really? Shit was crazy. Yeah, these niggas I admire and look up to. So they helped me craft my style, of course. Like, I feel like part of my existence is because they exist. That is what it is.
And then it was an actor, Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf,
Yeah.
That's my nigga too. Shout out to
that-
Shia. Word, that's my guy.
All right. Well,
That's my guy. I actually, there's a song called 38 Chambers on the last album I dropped called All the Words that 38 special produced, and Shia LaBeouf. I'm saying his name right?
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah.
You saying it wrong though.
Shia LaBeouf.
LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. I know you're saying it wrong. I don't know if I'm wrong too, but
LaBeouf.
you're wronger than
LaBeouf.
me. So how about that? Nah, shout out to Shia. He wrote a dope ass treatment for that record. He didn't have time to direct it, but the treatment was crazy. So that's my guy. Word.
Well, this was the ball busting edition for Leticia J by Grafh on Force to Win podcast.
Pause.
Pause. Big
Shout out
pause.
Shout out to Kim. I'm gonna pink mink that.
Oh,
Nah,
man,
but thank
this
you
is
for sitting with us tonight.
Nah,
We can
facts
go
indeed.
on and on.
Yeah.
I did have a million and more questions for you, but I know you gotta go. You got things to do.
That's all good.
My last question is, where we're at right now at the studio, have you recorded here? Do you record
Nah, I just vibed here a lot. I don't know if I recorded here, but it's my nigga Fresh shit, man. Spirit is here. I'm happy to be present, man.
here? Okay.
Word, indeed.
It's dope. I felt, like you said, his presence
here.
is definitely
He's
here.
here.
I
He's-
feel it.
You tuned in right now.
Definitely dope experience. Appreciate you for inviting us.
Shout out to my nigga Izzo.
We live from New York.
Yes, sir. Shout out to my guy Grafh, man.
Word, we going to Mass next week to go buy basketballs and motherfucking Smith & Wesson
And
guns.
and shoot the basketballs.
17, you know what's going on, man.
Coming back here with crates, Smith & Wessons, you
For
heard?
y'all information, I've been fucking with my man Grafh, man. You know the
For
vibe.
years, man. Shout out to
You know
Frank,
what I'm
man.
saying? Big black hand shit. I was even there one time when his whole team gave somebody the black hand. They try to get on Grafh. Niggas on his team hop up the stage and smack the shit out of niggas real quick.
What state was that?
Big black hand.
What state was
that?
that?
I was like in New Jersey or some shit. That I came to check you. I'm like, you didn't go check my nigga Grafh. So I got to show someone I pulled up with the camera. Feel me?
We beat a lot of niggas up, man.
Yeah, beat a nigga up. You know what I'm saying? But
Shit happens.
that's a whole other conversation.
Hip hop
you know,
shit. Hip hop shit.
You feel me? Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all. 100, love y'all, you heard?
Grafh. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Force the one on everything. 100.